My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Yeah, I'm getting a little fat. I just got out of the shower. So, I want to talk to you guys about some important stuff. It was so important that clearly I didn't take the time to get all the way dressed. Yeah. Alright, I found out the college was Ohio State. So first, as I adjust my pot belly and light skin, our prayers go out to the students injured and killed at Ohio State. You know, because that shit was not cool. And this is where the radicalization of America must come to an end. Because it doesn't make any sense that, people come in this country given the privileges that we have and more, and they can't be grateful. And, live your life and be grateful for the things that you have and the things that you do. Excuse me. And, damn it. It upsets me greatly because, as a former vet, it's hard for me to even get a job, let alone get back into school. Damn it. Never have enough deodorant. Ever. No one wants to be that smelly guy. I was once that smelly guy. But, you look at things like this on the news and you're like, damn, man. 20 years old. Your life is just fucking getting started. You're basically the adult version of the child that you are. But as an adult, it is time for you to make adult decisions. Now, they're still figuring out if this fucker's a terrorist or whatever, which does not change the fact that this ass clown done slaughtered his classmates, people who actually adored and knew the damn guy, man. And you young people, I was young once, and to some people I'm still slightly young, definitely young-hearted. The world is yours, as long as you're willing to go out, seize it, and pay your damn dues, man. But in the quest to pay your dues, don't make other people suffer for the mistakes that you are making. Life is not easy. It only gets harder after high school. And high school is where you decide who you are going to be. Are you going to be a good person, a bad person, or walk that line in between? Most of us want to be good, but sometimes circumstances prevent us from becoming the person we want to be. It really do. And sometimes life takes different shapes than how we planned it out. I say that because clearly this is not what I wanted to be doing with my life, especially making videos and not getting paid. I wanted to make kung fu films so that I could teach kung fu for free. However, since every time I've gone to these casting calls, my ethnicity is not on the list. I'm sure you guys are looking at me and saying, but you're a black man. Yeah, I am. But I'm also a Cherokee. I'm also a white man. I'm of multicultural descent. And yes, I have been mistaken for a Mexican. And yes, I have been mistaken for a Filipino and a Hawaiian. The point being, there's no script writers for that. But this young man who just plowed with his car through the people in Ohio State, I pray for his family. I pray for the students, and I pray for their families. The world is in enough turmoil with the new president-elect being a dick. And now we got this, which is actually a crying shame. But there's not much we can really do about it now. You can never see the warning signs of a person who has pretty much lost it. Alright? You may think you can see them, but to be honest, if you're not a student of psychiatry, you're just chopping at the bit. So, in closing, we need to all consider the guy standing next to us. Without being paranoid, we need to all consider, how's this guy's home life? How's he doing academically? Monetarily, you can't really tell if somebody's gonna crack because they're not making any money. And if that was the case, I'd have cracked a long time ago. Because I've never had a good job that paid very well outside of detailing. And no, I didn't lose that job. The job was extracted from its company. That me putting it nicely. That was a legal way of firing me without firing me. So, but even so, there's a particular way of acting when you are relieved of your position at a job. First off, for all of us black people, do not have a nigger moment. That does not help you. Ever. Never have a nigger moment. Because that there in itself will follow you to the end of days. Secondly, I gotta put my implant in. Secondly, you gotta be straight with yourself. A lot of us are just working because we don't have a choice. A lot of us are working and doing the jobs that we have to do because the jobs that we want to do are honestly just so far out of reach that it feels like it's impossible to get there. Take me, for example, in making films. In making films, when I make my own films, I'm in charge. So I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that I deliver you guys a decent story with decent people playing not so decent people or, passing out things so that it gets the story across and you understand where I'm going. Now, here in Virginia, we had a studio. It's still in existence. They promised us Hollywood East. Yet, 15 years ago or 16 years ago, it's almost been 20 years since I started making independent films, and I have gotten nowhere. YouTube didn't exist when I first started, so now I had to put all my stuff up if I can figure out how to make the computers work. And that's a bit of an issue, and I'm not mad. I'm pretty sure that, if you see my movies, you probably put the big finger on there and saying that my shit sucks. Okay, cool. The thing about making a film, especially an independent film, if you have never made one, here's the lesson for you to learn. You can only do the best with what you have. And a lot of us indie filmmakers don't have big Hollywood budgets. We don't get to pay our actors. We can feed them because it's cheaper to feed them than to cash out money, because if you don't have the money, you can't pay them anyway. But you can feed them, and you're taking up their time of their day that they could be doing something else. Well, here in Virginia, there's no excuse for us not to have a studio where you can go and make movies and get a job. So, if I had the money to open up my own studio, there wouldn't be a problem. And I'm one of those people, if you show up ready to film, you don't have to worry about me ever turning you away. And if you want to make movies and I'm in charge and it's my equipment, oh yeah, we're on that. Studio's open. That bitch will be open 24 hours a day because all I want to do is make movies because they make me happy. Now, back on this terrorist thing. We have a lot going on in this world. And as a soldier, because once a soldier, always a soldier, any soldier will tell you that. I don't never go nowhere without these. As a soldier, we have obligations. We have things that we don't always like. As an infantryman, I was taught things that I can't turn off. So I'm very careful when I go out. I'm very careful not to drink too much. I'm very careful to not talk to people who drink too much, because sometimes you have to hit someone in the mouth. This terrorist, man, for whatever reasons he snapped, he could have found another outlet than to run over his fellow students with his car and then get out and start cutting people with a butcher knife. And I think that, you know, from what I heard on the Day Show and other news programs, he wasn't like a complete bad guy, but he just fucking somehow got his mind twisted because of people coming in at Muslims, and I guess he was in fear of his life, or at least that's the spin that they gave us. Um, I'm in fear of my life every day because I am a man of color. But that does not give me the right to get a knife or my car and plow through people who have done absolutely nothing to me due to the fact that I'm a Muslim. So here's my thing. Yeah, I believe in God. It is not my place to force my religion down your throat. It is not your place to force your religion down mine. And the Great Spirit will answer all questions when we leave our corporeal forms and hit the afterlife with a party. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.